Hello, BC. This is my entry into the 2001 vinyl tag. This is my second try at it. The first attempt, the camera went nuts, at least the audio did, and it sounded like it was on a tin can in a subway with trains running through it. So let's see if we can get it to go through cleanly this time. And one of my questions has actually gotten changed as a piece of mail arrived, and it's going to change one of my answers. So let's get rolling. A discovery in 2020 for me would have been the Claypool-Lennon Delirium. I think the South of Reality album just arrived in the mail. Okay, a quarantine by. That's the second question. And for me, that would be Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz. Okay, next I want to show a box set. Well, I went whole hog here. If I can not break myself picking this up. And for a box set, I'm going to show the... Oh, it's a 4 boxes. It's the Wagner's Complete Ring Cycle. There's 6 albums in each box. So it's a... Actually, I think one of them's got 7. It's a 25 disc set to go through the entire ring cycle. Whoa. And it does have a bit of weight to it, so it is a very weighty opera. Okay, the concept album. For a concept album, I picked Alan Parsons' project, iRobot. Next question is an album where an artist or band completely changed direction. For that, I'm going to pick Journey, the Escape album. I found the first 3 albums by Journey to be pretty good, but then the singer, Steve Perry, joined the band and he rebranded them as Total Corporate Shills. Their music just became arena junk after he joined them. Okay, the next question is show a white label promo. I don't really have too many in fact, I don't have any white label promos. The closest thing I've got is this one. It's called A Metal Disc by... okay, the artist is... Well, Introducing Cindy A by ADDRM, and it's got Rock the House on both sides. It's a 45, actually it's a 33 single with the one song on both sides. Okay, show a compilation album. Well, for a compilation album, I picked the Music of the Cosmos. It has an extremely nice selection of both classical and other music types that went really nicely with the show, and actually very nice to listen to even on their own. Okay, show an album that tells a story. For that one, I picked the Fiddler on the Roof. I really liked the play and the movie that went along with it, and it's quite an interesting story in itself. Okay, the next question is an album that needs a vinyl pressing. Okay, that would for me would be the Dolly CDs, volumes 1, 2, and 3. The volumes 4 and 5 have vinyl pressings. It's really nice to get the first 3 pressed to vinyl. The next question is show a common album and an uncommon album. Well, for a common album, I picked this White Thing by that funny little group called the Beatles. I think pretty well everybody knows that album. And for an uncommon album, I picked the Reggie Knighton Band. It's a self-titled. It's a sort of definitely pop rockish album. It's not pretty good. Okay, where am I? Okay, show an EP. For an EP, I picked Berlin, if I can pick it up, the Berlin single. It's got Sex on one side and the Metro on the other. It's a 12-inch extended version of the Sex song. Okay, show a girl group you like. Well, for the girl group, I picked the Pointer Sisters. And the next question, I'm trying to move right along here. an album I really like the cover of, that would be Symphonic Slams. That album just got some great artwork on it. Okay, an album you've been listening... Oh, fixed them out there. An album that you've listened to the most recently. For me, that would be Joan Osborne's Relish album. I just discovered her about a year ago, and I really like some of her songs. An album you just have to get an OG copy of. Well, there's none. I've got some OG copies, but I don't go out of my way looking for them. I find they tend to be a lot more expensive than they'd be worth to me. The next question got messed up by the mail. The last album I purchased, I had originally picked, well, this is a very familiar album. It's one of the most recent ones I bought, was the Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here album. And the mail call today brought this little package. Let's pull it open. And as I mentioned in my first thing, get it out. I discovered the Lennon Claypool Delirium this year, and my attempts to get it from the local shops weren't very good. Nobody seemed to have it, even though they all knew the album. This one's called South of Reality. It's a double LP, and it says it's purple colored vinyl. I didn't actually realize it was colored vinyl. Let's get a peeky at that. Ooh, purple. Oh, there you have it. A nice purple disc with a really fascinating label. There's no writing on it at all. It just looks like a mandala. I'm guessing both discs are the same. Ooh, a lot of packaging crap on it. You can see little bits of fluff. But it seems to be a fairly common disease anymore with new records being opened. Get it back in its packaging. Okay, an album that they just don't get. Well, for my album that they just don't get, I picked the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band. This is a double album. Got lots of little text and pictures in the middle there. If I don't fling an album out the cover, I'll try and open it. Anyway, it's definitely a strange, what do they call it? It's a comedy album with a bit of a strange bend on reality. And the next question being, a punk album or the closest thing I have to it. Well, for that, I pick Ian Dury's New Boots and Panties album. I think this one sort of qualifies as punk. And the last question, a favorite 2020 reissue. And, well, I haven't liked any of the albums that came out in 2020, so I can't really pick anything for that one. Well, that's my response to the 2021 vinyl tag. So long, bye-bye, and see you around on that tube thing. And hopefully my audio didn't crap out again.